All right, hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here. So today I got the Ultra Hybrid 01 black case for my iPhone 17 Pro here. So this is a case that a lot of people have been asking for a review on. So I finally got it in hand and here it is. So packaging can't be any similar than all the other Spigen cases. And I'll put the price right here as well of what it is currently on Amazon. So if you are interested in buying it, then be sure to follow my links down in the description. There is the case on the box, MagFit, and like I said, 01 black. So 01, when it first came out a few years ago, I was really excited about. It was different looking, and you know, it's kind of when Spigen started going in that direction of some kind of fun, different types of cases. And let's go ahead and peel off the little cover there. And there it is. Looks very similar to all other 01 cases. So has the kind of very futuristic look there, very similar to the Nothing brand, hence why I have the headphones there. And then in the inside, you can see it's basically what you get from this side, just the back of it. And then we do have air cushion technology in the bumpers. Nothing really else going on other than that. It's a very, you know, clear case that's matted finish with like a frost black to it, but a little bit of some flex at the top, but the bottom here is very rigid, so it doesn't really flex and move around a lot. But let's go ahead and put this on. So install, pretty simple, and there it is. So definitely liking the black 01 over any of the clear versions, especially with this deep blue. I like how it just got darker up there at the top, but a little bit of the pop of the deep blue color. So if you are someone that wanted a darker phone case, then at least this kind of gives that appearance a little bit, because it is very dark once it's on. So I definitely like that. And then looking at the design of everything there, I'll just kind of leave it there for a second, but it says Spigen 01 edition. That does say generation 2. And then, you know, it just has a bunch of other little random things. So it almost kind of looks like the breakdown of the internals. You kind of have those lines there, which kind of mimicking the coils of that MagFit, and there are the MagSafe magnets. So really, really liking that. And then you do have that nice bump protection there for the plateau, and everything is nicely cut out and recessed in, so that way you're not having any issues with it messing up while it's installed. So one thing I'm noticing, which I can't unsee, and I want to point it out, is this cutout for like the LiDAR sensor is definitely not centered. You know, even like around the flash, you know, it definitely looks, if I'm looking straight on at it, almost doesn't look like it's perfectly cut. I mean, right? Am I going crazy? Like if I zoomed in, it definitely looks like it's kind of covering a little bit on the edge, just a tiny bit, you know? So you can see how it almost looks like a crescent moon or something, right? So I don't know. I got this on Amazon and it is doing that. So something to point out. Sides are very gummy since it is a clear case. We do have a raised power button. And then that's their take on kind of covering up the camera control button with giving it some protection as well. So we'll test that here in a minute. And you do have some holes on this side for a lanyard, and then that's the look from the bottom where the cutouts are. We do have some of the feet on the back too that I did forget to point out as well. And then looking at the side here, we do have our volume up and down button, and we do have our action button raised, and you can barely see it, but Spigen branding there as well. And then that's the look top down. So let's put it face down. Let's do the wobble test. No shaking going on. And if we do the back, oops, no shaking going on as well. So definitely passes with flying colors. Now clicky button test. Power button, very tactile. Volume up and down, very tactile. And action button, very tactile. So no complaints in that department. And then let's go ahead and test out the camera control cutout. So as you can see, it's very reflective because it just almost looks like the case is just covering it. So I am curious of how well it performs, and it works. but very similar to some other Spigen cases that I've tested, it does give a little bit of resistance. And as you can see there, it's, you know, kind of not foolproof. So it works, but it just isn't perfect. So like I said, it almost feels like you're just rubbing the back of the case. So it does give kind of like a, you know, like a screechy feeling whenever you're trying to zoom in and out, because it is just kind of the, you know, shell, but it almost just looks like it's just thinner. So it works, but it doesn't work perfectly. So just once again, something to point out, but I'm not buying this case because of that, because I barely use a camera control button on any iPhone. Last but not least, now let's test the MagSafe capabilities. So I got my MagSafe charger here. I'm gonna slap it on. It's working just fine. And just like all other Spigen cases, it holds on very tight and doesn't give me any issue at all. So if you are someone who is using MagSafe accessories, then users rejoice, because this will hold on very snug. And if you have Qi 2 chargers too, you're good to go. So there we go, guys. There is the 01. Let me know down in the description what you think, but really digging the black version here. I like the darker color. I like the darker, just gummy look. I prefer it over the clear one all day. Now, so far in my testing with me touching it, I haven't really seen any smudging, especially since it is a gummy case, but to be determined over time. But so far, I would say that it definitely helps resist that a little bit since it is darker. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.